Okay, so first thing you want to do is grab one of these little guys out of the office store, Walmart, wherever, and you're going to take the little lever part out and take a little nut, maybe 3/8 lightweight nut, bend it so that you have these little legs. From there, you're going to take whatever gauge wire you're using to stagger and fuse with, and you're going to wrap it around one of these little legs. Hold on just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here you can see I went ahead and tied one of the little legs off to make it a little bit easier. Once we get to the next step, I'm using beading wire here. It's colored wire. Anyway, I'm using that just only for the purpose of allowing you to be able to see the next step a little bit clearer. Do not use this for vaping, of course. I make bracelets from time to time, same technique. Okay, I just wanted to hang this here for a second because this is all the weight you need or will need for like 34 gauge and 36 and 38. Really haven't tried it with 40 gauge yet, but anyway. You're going to see some added weight to the nut. That's only because, again, I'm using 26 gauge and it's colored wires, so you can see, again, a little bit better as to how that works. If you'll notice there, I've already got a little bit of a clapton started, here. So just a second, and we'll get a little bit further along. Okay, so here we're going to want to kind of space the clapton out a little bit. I'm going to run just a little bit more clapton wire here and start doing a little bit of a space. And you really only need like a little bit, as you can see. That's about it. And you're going to want to find something to keep tension on this wire so that it doesn't flop all around on you, especially with the higher gauges. So, lay it to your table and set something on top of it. However you want to do it. Just keep some tension there. So then you want to take the little weight deal. It's got your 26 gauge already wrapped it around one leg. You're going to put it on the back side of your clapton wire. You're going to take and you're going to thread that through so that it keeps right into the tracks of the space clapton that you already made. Just 2 times around that way. That's it. Just like that. And then you're going to come from this side with the first wrap of the leg that's already tied around. I'm going to come on the outside of the actual clapton wire. You see that? And then on the outside of the staggering wire. Don't come back in and cross. Don't come back in and cross over this way, because you'll tie your stuff up. So make sure you're on the outside. Keeping tension on this back wire, or trying to the best you can the whole time. Then you're going to want to kind of twist it so that your free leg there is going back towards the drill. And you're just going to want to tie your back lead off so that it's nice and even looking. I want to do a little bit better job where the camera's not in the way. Okay, so now you can see we've got both the legs tied off, the wire's wrapped. Take your tweezers and from the front, just kind of slide it back on itself so that way it kind of closes up the gaps. At this point, you may want to kind of push the back lead away from you and the front lead towards you just a little bit. It's not going to do too much, but it'll help me in this situation. So you can try it away. Alright, so you got that set up. You're going to take your staggering wire and you want to start this off pretty slow. No real need to rush it. Alrighty, you can see it starting to space it out pretty good. Try and get it in focus a little bit better. It's a little too spacey, so I'm going to take the tweezers and again push it back on itself. You want to keep your staggering wire at about a 90-degree angle to the drill, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it any tighter with this 26 gauge. And anyway, alright, so here we go. Just feed it slow, staggering wire that you got in your hand. Make sure you try and keep it at a 90. And this is how I do the full spacing all the way down. So that's how I get my spacing to be even. I'll show you how I cut it off in just a second. Okay, so whenever you get to the end of your core wire or your staggering wire, try and cut the staggering wire as close to the core as possible and pray that it just unravels itself. See how it just sprung out of here? That tells me that the staggering wire is going to be somewhat loose on the core, which actually helps a ton. Because that way you're not kind of set, your staggering wire isn't kind of set whenever you're doing the fusing. Hope this helps. See you later.